water?
Yeah.
Okay.
What did I do? What did I do?
So apparently you were masturbating on the beach.
Who saw that?
I mean, a couple people.
No, they
families.
didn't. That's not true.
As you can see, this video is about the police arresting a woman for masturbating on the beach. And we're going to contrast the attitudes society has between the sexes when they're caught doing this. Now, the police were actually gender neutral. They treated this woman like they treat a man. And guess what happened? This woman took her own life over it. And the media, of course, makes a video that is very supportive of this woman, something they don't do with men. So we're going to contrast how society talks about this woman and a homeless man who got arrested for the same thing. Okay? So let's get into this.
Why would they call us that?
Nobody was around. Was it an anonymous call? Is this one of my buddies? Okay, one of my buddies.
No, it's not one of your buddies. It's a family.
Okay, look, let me show you what I did.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there anything in the bag?
No.
Is it right if I look through it? I mean, if you can open it and can I see the contents inside the bag?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't really understand what y'all are.
We're just here because someone called and we're very concerned. Okay.
This is really highly offensive to me.
I got it. I got you. And that's why I'm trying to figure it out.
It's my vibrator, but I just put it in I was sitting on the...
Okay, she screwed up. She opened her bag and they saw her vibrator. Right. This woman, as far as I'm concerned, didn't really do anything wrong other than get caught. They even say so at the end of this video, right?
Beach, and I just okay. Do I get a ticket?
That is to say, she wasn't trying to expose herself to anybody. Some woman, no doubt, saw her from a distance and called up, right?
So you did have a vibrator.
Listen, I was sitting on the water like this, and I just put it in there, and it was covered up, and I just had an orgasm. I'm sorry, I was stressed out.
I got you. Okay, just hang tight for me.
I'm sorry.
Okay, she was treated like a man. Now, he even says it at the end here.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Someone saw it, so that's why we're here. You know. I mean, if you're gonna do something like that, you know, don't get caught. That's all I have to say. You know.
There you go. So they're arresting this woman for they know something that really doesn't hurt anyone, because again, she wasn't trying to expose herself to anybody, right? But men, when this happens to men, it's a totally different attitude, isn't it? Matter of fact, we'll get to the point where, guess what? The Inside Edition, they make this very supportive video of this woman. She took her own life over this, right? Now, look how they paint it when a woman gets caught for this kind of thing.
He's shamed to death over an embarrassing incident on a beach.
Please, don't do this to me. Are you serious?
That's the question swirling after this woman, a realtor, was found dead. Police body cam video starts with cops approaching 35-year-old Christina Revels Glick.
Yeah, multiple calls about you.
Cops say witnesses saw her using an adult toy on the beach.
I'm sorry, I was stressed out.
She's put in cuffs.
This is ridiculous. What am I being arrested for?
Now, look how they're painting this. She was put in cuffs. Right. This is what happens when you get arrested. Inside Edition.
She says she thought she was by herself.
A family saw it. They had kids.
What? There was nobody.
And notice, guys, she was treated exactly like a man. This woman took her life, yet we don't get any interviews with the people who called on her, right? The people who called on her don't get their faces shown or their names exposed. They never get asked, hey, how does it feel like causing the death of another person, right? So she's being treated just like a man.
Around me.
She's led in cuffs through a restaurant near Savannah, Georgia, and taken to a patrol car. The incident was reported on the Smoking Gun website under the headline, "Woman Busted for Pleasure Session on Beach."
Now, I keep saying supportive, but it's really sympathetic. Look how sympathetic the media is to women when this happens to them. Men are being snatched up, put on their sex offender list for bogus terms, not even for masturbating, just for bogus terms. And they take their lives all the time. And society is fine with that. You never get the Inside Edition here or any media making a sympathetic video over what guys go through.
Was said to have gone on a downward spiral following the report and ended her life. According to
these women can never withstand what happens to men on the regular. Again, men are put on the sex offenders list and they have to try and get through life, right? These women can't, you know, this kind of treatment is for us peasants, not for the nobility.
the coroner's report, the cause of death was gunshot wound to the head. The manner of death is certified as suicide. Neighbor Garrett White let local police into her apartment. He spoke to...
Now, look how Garrett White here, look at his attitude for this woman. It's very sympathetic, and all of a sudden the law shouldn't apply to her.
Les Trent about the beach incident.
You do not believe this was handled correctly and the police should not have been called?
No, because look.
The police should not have been called. Why? Because this guy would be all right with it if a man was masturbating. I guarantee that.
Look what it led to. Somebody taking their life.
A sad end.
Yeah, well, this woman worshiper doesn't give a shit about all the men who take their lives when they're put through this humiliation. Okay? The police handled this perfectly well, though. They didn't abuse this woman. They simply told her she was guilty of this crime. People reported her and they had to respond. And they arrested her, and they don't have to go through hoops to hide her identification. And you know, it is humiliating, but what can I say? I have no sympathy for her now. This happens to men on the regular, so I have no sympathy for women when it happens to them. Okay.
After a single indiscretion on the beach.
After a single indiscretion. You see, when a woman masturbates, it's just an indiscretion, right? It's a single indiscretion. Now, homeless man caught masturbating in public. I won't bother playing this. I'm just going to compare what people say in the comment section, right? Now, we'll go in this one, and we'll see how people are generally supportive and sympathetic towards this woman. Man, that's rough. She shouldn't have done it, obviously, but being arrested, cuffed, and having footage uploaded to YouTube doesn't seem like a fair punishment. I can't imagine how humiliated she must feel, right? You think, wow, what a world would say this if a man was caught masturbating, right? Look at this one. I was embarrassed for her, right? Never talk to the cops without a lawyer. So this guy's supportive too, right? Rip this woman. This person, when I watched this first, I didn't realize that she had killed herself at the time. So I didn't realize how on the nose it was, right? Perfect example how being honest isn't always the right thing to do. So this person is supportive, right? I feel badly for this woman. I can just keep going on and on and on, right? We'll see how they react to the homeless man. Look at this. Dang, bro, in public, he should have gone home. Genius. It says in the title, he's homeless, right? All of a sudden, it doesn't matter. This guy was humiliated. He went to jail, right? Look at this guy. That's so disgusting. I feel bad you witnessed this. So when woman is masturbating, I feel sorry for her. But when a man is caught masturbating, you feel bad for the people who happen to see him. And by the way, this cameraman was going out of his way to catch this guy. This woman here, guys, where is she? This woman here, where's the camera footage of her actually doing it? Because no one's searching for her. They just happen to call the police. So the cameraman is a scumbag. He's a complete scumbag. Look at this guy. You're shitting? Some people call them out the camera guys annoying, right? Nasty. See, this is what happens when guys are caught doing this, right? They get put on camera, they're shown, and guess what? This guy went to jail, no doubt, I suspect, and he just suffers through it. Whether he lived or died, nobody cares. And he's homeless. This man has a perfect excuse. At least this woman, not that I give a shit about her doing it at the beach, but she could have waited till she got home or into a hotel or gone to the bathroom, whatever. This guy has nowhere to go, right? And you can see the total different attitude, right, that people have between the sexes. So this woman, she gets caught, everyone's saying, oh, that poor girl, you know. There's none of this, she must be a pedo because she did it in front of a family or any of that for shit, right? And and of course, the media comes out to defend her, right? And say, oh, this woman, she was treated like a man and she couldn't take it. She took her life. Society should be ashamed. They should just let women just masturbate in public. What can I say, right? So more double standards. We'll end it here.